It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dalton Schultz. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Texans and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Mixon with a first down carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pierce now up the middle. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The Texans at 10-5 to start play. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Mixing up the middle. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
That is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And shedding through the tackle. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And take it right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now is Stroud. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Stroud. Pass complete to Dell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Stroud to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And Stroud now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Here's Jordan Stout now. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Houston set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's likely. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Jackson throwing once more. He finds Aguilar over the middle. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And the Texans will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for, Nate, at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Danico Autry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stroud working out of the gun. Another one caught by Collins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And Diggs has it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over guys. He continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Henry up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. It's Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
The slot man in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Finding room at midfield.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And Stroud now to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16.
Here's Stroud. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now it's Jackson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 8, a minute 54 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson to Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Jackson. Pass complete. It's likely.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Jackson to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Jackson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Jackson. That is caught. Bateman.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Now Jackson. It escapes the sack. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
This to possibly force OT. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? They'll try and run it in. And, oh, he stops short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the two-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this? But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort, and they come up just a bit short.
And the defense in that situation, you're on your heels. You're reeling offense for the momentum, but, boy, credit to them for stepping up, getting the stop.
Without a doubt, finding a way to finish off the game and a win for their team.